Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're gonna learn how to clean polishers. So you can tell here we have conductivity, here we have filter differential. Both are polisher things. We also have the polisher selector, where we can use one, both, or the second one. And we have this switch, which will allow us to check the polisher outflow of the first one or the second one. If I were to switch to the second one and switch this as well, I can check the outflow and conductivity and filter differential of the second polisher. So we're gonna focus right now on the first one. See, they're both on yellow levels. This is bad, really bad. It can cause 6 pumps to trip. Very important pumps. Both feed water pumps, both condensate pumps, and both recirculation pumps. It will just automatically turn them off, and you will be able to hear a special alarm that can be heard all across the plant. So when this happens, for example, if I were to simulate it, would randomly do this and do this, for example. This is terrible, very bad. So first thing we want to do when we say something like this is switch the polisher. We want to stop using that polisher. Even if it's red, you want to switch it. You don't want to have a yellow polisher. So one thing to note, if this is red, it means the polisher is being bypassed. We are not using the polisher. Is this a problem? No, it's not a problem. But we get a point penalty. Very heavy point penalty. However, we will not be in risk of having a pump trip. Of course, in case of a pump trip, if you are around, you can just turn it on again, and you might be able to fix it. For example, we just had one right now. This pump tripped. You can check here. Disabled condensate pump trip. So I could just turn it on again. Everything would be fine, but it is very risky. So you can see my situation. Both polishers are bad right now because this one is already on the yellow. So what we're gonna do is, for example, leave this one and we will clean the first one. These are the polishers. 1 and 2 of Unit 2, 1 and 2 of Unit 1. So we want to go here. Now it's very angry, but that's normal. First thing we will do, bypass the filter. Why? Because we are using this filter right now, and I prefer having it bypassed and go to the other side rather than having it yellow and working. I don't want to risk a pump trip. This is the one we're gonna be replacing. If we are here, we don't know anything about the polisher, we can quickly check the state. However, only to this while the MCR is not using it. So we do bypass, we do recirculation, and we enable the recirculation pump. And now from here, without using it, we can check the state of the polisher. As you can see, recirculation pump is here. What we're doing is this circuit. It's just doing this loop. It's allowing us to check. So next thing we do, we can disable recirculation, and we're gonna draw a way to an empty tank. How do I tell if it's empty? Easy. If it's red, it's empty. If it's green, it's full. If it's yellow, it's being regenerated or ready to be regenerated. So we have this line, goes this way, this way, this way, this way, and if we have the switch this way, it continues this way, and it goes to this one. So that one's green, that one's full, it's not gonna work. But if we switch here, it goes this way to this tank, it's empty. This one will work. So first we want to click water, and now you can see here polisher 1 status flushing with water 6%, and regeneration tank 1 status inserting resin 4%. This process takes about 3 minutes. You can do something else meanwhile and come back in 3 minutes, which is what I'm going to do. So now it is awaiting air flush, and this is 50%. Next thing we do, you'll see this is yellow and this is red. So we click air, you see this is gonna go down, and when it gets to 0 meters it will be ready for the next step. So this takes 3 minutes as well. Say flushing with air 9%. So I'll be back in 3 minutes. Alright, so the air is about 99 done. Now first thing we want to do is click this tank. See, now it's yellow? This means it's ready for regeneration. This process does take 15 minutes, and it will leave the tank ready, like this one, green. So this is the first thing we want to do. See, now it's gonna do a long process, and it will be like this for a while. The next thing is driving this water, clean water, to our tank. So we're gonna make that way. It goes from here, goes this way, and we want to switch this so it goes this way and gets in here. When we have this way, we click and it's gonna start filling. It does take 3 minutes as well, and once this is done, we will be able to start using that polisher. So I'll be back in 3 minutes when it's completed. So now that the first polisher is working properly, we can continue our operations or start cleaning the second one. However, we will have to wait a little more, because remember that the first tank is still regenerating. We have no full tank, so it will take a little more, but you can start doing it. So that's about it. Thank you for watching.